Hello everyone, my name is Samantha, and today I'd like to talk about the Cram Session event in Fortnite Save the World, in its entirety. For those who may not know, Cram Session is the event that is currently taking place in Save the World. This event came with some quest lines. There were 4 types that each had 10 stages, one requiring players to kill X amount of husks, another requiring players to fully explore zones, one requiring the player to search treasure chests, and another that required the player to search safes. Each quest had its own reward, and the higher the stage, the better the rewards you earned. Cram Session also increased the rewards for missions, including but not limited to extra gold, schematic XP, hero XP, survivor XP, reperk, and evolution items such as Pure Drops of Rain, Lightning in a Bottle, and Eye of the Storm. For example, I'm currently on the map in Canny Valley, and as I scroll through the missions, you can see that there's almost 2 times the gold on certain missions, and more rewards involving the different evolution items such as Pure Drops of Rain and whatnot. Now, I remember when Cram Session was announced. I pretty much saw a majority of the community had a negative reaction to the announcement. Some claimed that Epic added Cram Session because the next event wasn't ready yet, so it was viewed by some as filler content. Other people didn't like the thought of having no new content being added to the game. It was essentially just the regular missions with increased rewards. I even saw that this event was being coined as the Crap Session. Since then, I have seen a lot more positivity surrounding Cram Session. I realized that there was a lot more stuff added to the game than I had originally thought. I honestly was pretty happy that the Cram Session event had occurred. It allowed me to grind for less gold. Like, as I mentioned before, gold rewards were practically increased by 2. I am also pretty happy to be able to stockpile on resources during this event. Here's what my resources look like. They might not be impressive at all, but they are definitely a lot more than I originally had. Epic said that there would be a lot of weapons and heroes coming, so it was good to be able to stockpile on these goods. We have had multiple things added and changes that had occurred during Cram Session. For one, we got a new type of husk, the Riot Husky, which was pretty interesting. You had to explore different methods on taking it down, whether it was for you to shoot at the husk through the little opening in the fridge door, or you had to get behind it and shoot it from behind. But there are also other methods, such as using a weapon that has piercing attributes to it, or such as using anti-material charge to knock down the husk. We also had weapons returned to the weekly store. In Epic's own words, fan favorites. These included the Noble Launcher, the Gravedigger, the Obliterator, and the Vindertech Disintegrator, to mention a few. There were also new weapons added to the game, which claimed to be all part of the Hot Rod set. We got the Rat-a-tat-tat, the Lead Sled, and the Rat King. Unfortunately, I did not pick up the Lead Sled. However, I have been trying out the Rat King and have been really enjoying it so far. Also, a majority of the community had told Epic in the first week of Cram Session that they ran out of things to buy in the weekly store, as people were quickly hitting their 5,000 gold limit. It even got to the point where gold was being wasted due to the limitation. So in the following week, Epic decided to add a whole lot of things to the event store. More reperk, perk up, and evolution items. They even made Mega Base Kyle available in the store. Epic also added some changes to the game, including the beta storms, which is essentially a change to the original Retrieve the Data mission. If you want to give constructive criticism on the beta storms, I highly suggest writing comments in the threads pertaining to the beta storms on the Fortnite subreddit, r/Fortnite. Epic themselves have stated that they will be closely monitoring the feedback that they get. So if you want to see a change in the beta storms, go and tell them on, again, r/Fortnite. There was also a new questline pertaining to the beta storms. In my opinion, so far the rewards have been a bit lackluster for this questline. I personally do like the beta storms in general. However, it is hard to see through the storms sometimes, and I wish that it were able to... Well, what I'm trying to say is, I wish that we were able to complete the mission a lot sooner and start it sooner, because I find that me and my teammates are just standing around the objective waiting for when we can actually shoot it down. Anyways, that's what I would probably change about it. In addition, there is now a mechanic that prevents Mythic Lead Survivor duplication. So, the next time you get a Mythic Lead Survivor, it should not be a dupe. And this was a huge problem in the past when buying Super People llamas and whatnot. Also, Epic added a mechanic that does not allow taxis, at least in public matches. So now, you should not be seeing a power level 40 in Twine anymore, or a power level 20 in Canny Valley, and so on and so forth. Hopefully Epic is working on a solution to the AFKing and leeching going on in the game. One can argue that they are kind of trying to combat trading, due to the return of the Gravedigger and how easy it is to obtain it. The Gravedigger was a popular weapon in the trading/scamming activities going on in the game, due to how rare it was. Well, hopefully that is the case no longer. There are also small miscellaneous changes to the game, such as the numbers in the game mainly being outlined in black, making the numbers easier to see. Like I said, small quality of life changes. There were also several negatives that came with Cram Session. The constructor's decoy got nerfed, and there are still bugs that need fixing. For example, Adrenaline Rush should revive downed teammates, but it hasn't been working as of late, or at least from what I have seen. Overall, when I first heard of the Cram Session event, I was pretty disappointed, but after a few weeks of playing this event, I will probably find myself missing all of the extra gold that I was able to get during this event. A lot of small things happened during this event that I liked. I liked the weapons they added, such as bringing back the Noble Launcher and the Obliterator, and I have taken quite a liking to the Rat King. I am also pretty glad that Epic is willing to test out some changes to some of the original missions. I am of course referring to the beta storms, and I really liked that I was able to stockpile on resources I will need in the future. While we didn't get a whole ton of content, I am still overall happy with this event. What is your guys' opinion? What things did you like about Cram Session? And what were some of the things you didn't like? What type of things do you want to be added to the game? Let me know down below. Sorry if I forgot to mention anything. Anyways, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for watching.